Hello friend, I am Naval. You are watching Code with Naval. Welcome to Java series part 39. In the last video, we saw main method. In this video, we are going to discuss about variable argument, or we can say varargs. So let's first understand what is a variable argument, where and why we use a variable argument. The three dot in a Java is called a variable argument, or we can say varargs. It allows the method to accept zero or a multiple argument. If we know exact number of argument, then we can use a method overriding. Let's consider here we have a two method in a one class. One method accept two parameter and another method accept three parameter. Say both method name is the same. Then we can simply achieve this thing using a method overloading. But when we don't know exact number of argument, then we send argument in an array format. That array format is nothing but variable argument, or we can say varargs. You can see in this example here we have two function 2 and function 2. This first function 2 is accepting only varargs. In a second function 2 accepting string with varargs. Okay, we have a few questions related to variable argument. Let's see those. The first question, can we overload variable argument method? Yes, we can, but sometime ambiguity problem create. We will see in a practically. Can we declare two variable argument in a one method? No, we can't declare more than one variable argument in a one method. Okay, let's open Eclipse and perform practically and understand what exactly the variable argument and where we use the variable argument. Okay, let's create here one class. I'll simply create here part 39. This is a part 39th video for this series. Let's create here main method. I'll simply create here main method. I'll see the simple approach without using a variable argument. What problem we have to face. Okay, let's create here public static void, and I'll simply define here m1 method. Okay, now I want to pass multiple argument. I want to pass number of argument, or we can say I want to pass I don't know how many argument in this method accept. Okay, I'll simply define here string aa comma. Okay, I'll simply and I'll create here one integer array format, integer aa. Okay, or we can say integer bb. Okay, let's iterate this. Let's print this string first. I'll simply print syso system.out.println and this string print, then iterate this int bb. Okay, simply for each loop. For that I'll simply use for each loop, and we can simply iterate this all, and we have to print one by one value. I'll simply use for each loop for iterating one by one value, and here we simply print one by one value that we got inside this integer. Okay, now I want to call this method here in a main method m1, and I want to pass here. First we will pass simply string. Okay, let's pass here string. I'll simply pass here my name. Then we have to pass here multiple argument, because we don't know exact length of exact number of argument. So can we pass directly here 12, 30, 40, 50? We can't pass directly this like this, because here we simply define an array format. First we have to create here one array. I'll simply create here one array int aa, then store inside that array all this value. Okay, inside this 12 any random value I am taking here, and then pass here this aa argument. Okay, now we can see here this one is accepting only two parameter. One is a string and one is a array argument. Here first we have to create array, and then we are passing here directly array, but we can't pass here directly any random number, any random parameter. We can't pass here multiple parameter. Okay, we are only able to pass here two parameter. One is a string and one is the array. If we define here array, then only now I want to accept here multiple parameter without passing in a array format. We can directly pass like this multiple parameter, and I want to accept those parameter. In that case we have to use a variable argument. Okay, you can see we can define a like this variable argument int data type. We can simply define a data type, then three dot, and then variable name. Okay, let's declare here simply that way int. Okay, let's add here int and simply 3 dot 1 2 3. You can see here we got simply each or bb, which variable name should be created. We can simply create here int this 3 dot and this bb. Now this integer, this bb variable able to accept array format, able to accept array parameter. Okay, we can pass any number of parameter here. We don't need this right now. Okay, let's save this and let's run this. I'll simply run as a Java application. You can see here we got first our string, here we got first our string and this, then this number of argument. Okay, now in this way we can simply pass a number of argument. If we don't know number of how many number of length of argument, then we use simply whereas. Now here we saw in this question answering, here we saw can we override a variable argument method? Yes, we can override. Okay, let's copy this same method and I'll simply paste here, and this second method only accept this integer. Okay, this second method only accept this integer, and let's remove this. Okay, let's save. Now I'll call simply m1 again and I'll simply print here system.out.println. Then we can exactly know which method is executing. Okay, let's print here and second method. Okay, this method is the second method and this method is the first method. Let's copy paste here and write here first method. Okay, you can see here we define a two m1 method. One is the accepting string with whereas and second one is accepting only whereas argument. Okay, let's pass here some whereas. I'll simply pass here okay some random parameter. Okay, let's run this. I'll simply run this and you can see in this output first method execute, then a string, then print this output, then second method and then iterate this all integer value, and in a second method execute, then all iterate this all variable arguments. Okay, you can see here we simply override a method also. Override is also possible, but here we saw sometime ambiguity problem create. When ambiguity problem create, let's see. You can see here we simply accepting two parameter, different parameter, and here we accepting only one parameter. Okay, let's copy this. Okay, let's copy this and paste again, and here simply define int a variable. Okay, now you can see this one is accepting only number of integer value, and this one is also accepting integer a and integer bb. This method level no error, but where we call this method, that place you can see here we ambiguity create. The method m1 int is ambiguous for the type part 39. This one is our class name, because when we call this method, this integer is also able to hold value and this one is also able to hold all parameter, and this integer also able to hold one value and this integer is also able to hold other parameter. Then this method confuse which method should be executed. Okay, in this case simply ambiguity create. Then we have to take care about when we call this variable argument, that time when we define this integer, then we can't use like this integer a and again define integer whereas, because this integer whereas only able to hold all this integer value. Okay, can we declare a two variable argument in a one method? Okay, let's try. I have a simply define here int, then I want to define here string. Okay, string and simply 3 dot. Okay, you can see here we simply define a one int and one string. Now you can see here we immediately got error. Let's read error. The variable argument type int of the method m1 must be at last parameter. Okay, whatever we define a variable argument, that must be defined at last. Okay, before variable argument we can simply define an argument, any number of argument. Okay, we can simply define here a string. You can see here we simply define a string, then variable argument, but this variable argument is always last element, last parameter in a method. Now in this video we saw what is a variable argument, or we can say Verax, and where and how many way we can use a variable argument, how to handle ambiguity when create an ambiguity. We saw everything about the variable argument. We will see next topic in a next video. Till that, bye bye.